Let's continue working on the ER part. So in case of ER, again, you can navigate through ERs from the ER menu. ER must have a root one. If you click from here, you can make each one of these as a top one. But if you want to see all of them, then just work from the top one, and then you can collapse or expand it. So let's say that if you want to add an information unit, IU, under this top one, then click the first one, and then click add. You can add more. Now, look at the differences between having one versus multiple ones. If you click the first one, first IU, then it only, among these four, the down arrow is able, but if you click the second one, you can move it up or down. If you click the third one, you cannot go down, but you can only go up. And by pressing this one, you can make this as a subset of this IU information unit. And to change the name, of course, you can give a name. To just, for the sake of this exercise, let me change the name to 1.2, apply, and 3. And from here, because it has only one item, you cannot go up and down. To switch the order, you can move it up and make 3 number 1. And you have this under here. You can make it as the same level, number 2 as the same level, using these buttons. However, you cannot go across ERs. So in this case, even if you have window type here, you cannot pull it out from this ER and make it a subset of the thing. Then you can specify what the things are. So for example, it can be like window width, and then of course it's not a string but a number, numeric. It can be like window picture, then it can be an image, it can be a video or 3D model of a window model. And you can also specify whether this is a mandatory thing or not. You can add a description. Of course, you can add figures, as I mentioned earlier. And then another thing, if you want to map it to an external thing, then what you can do is, let's say this was window width, because I know that IFC does not have a window model, so I'm going to change it to window width. And then try to find, so this is the width window. With a window maybe, and then I can add a mapping. By mapping I mean I can map it to external elements like IFC elements. So I can use IFC to do that. Then it returns the items, which includes the term window and width. And there are only 2 items there. So in this case, I can return overall width and then click. Another way to do it is to use semantic match. So in this case, it will return more things which is relevant to Windows. Another way to do it is to use BSDD, Building Smart Data Dictionary. If you run search, then it will show the concepts which includes window and width. However, I found it very inaccurate, because to do that you need to have concept to use BSDD. BSDD can return only the things that has concepts stored in BSDD database. And in this case, of course, you have window. Then from window you can browse property, and then from property you can find window, and we have width and overall width. Both of them. You can select this. You can map it to window width to overall width, or if you think that it's related to both of them, then again you can do it. It takes more time when you first do the BSDD search, but once you do that, it's faster because it caches the information. And it's directly linked to the BSDD database through the BSDD API. So that's the reason it's slow. Since you added overall width, you may add width as one of the items too. In this case, it has to do with quantity takeoff, window quantity base, and so on. Let me show you what happened. So here, and then when I browse the thing, it shows IFC window, QTO window base quantities, and window. So if you click this one, then it shows that it's actually located like this. So because I applied that, it shows not only that, but also this, the whole string. Okay, apply and close, so I have updated thing. What if, and also this should be mandatory. Once you did that and figured out that this is not correct location, then that's too late. So because I cannot bring it down to here. Probably this is a function that I need to implement in the future, but the current version does not support that. So this is the overview of the ER part. And then you can export it. If you want to export this, then you can do that. So for example, if you want to save it, and you can save it as an XML download. Okay, I'm going to close it. Let's say that you have a new project and you want to add a new ER, then you can go to ER and upload ER XML. Now you have ER here. You can bring in everything. So by doing so, you can add more and more ERs. If you want to link it to data object, then simply add a data object and then associate this with existing one. Then the association will be made automatically.